While putting together this bathroom, one of the things I want to tackle is install a vanity in this corner here. So I actually have a cabinet to mount this lavatory within and actually put it to use. And I'm thinking that would be nice. Well, anyway, the first thing I have to do in that regard is, I'm going to build a vanity here out of stuff that I got laying around. I am not going to spend any money at all on it other than for plumbing fittings. I will have to spend money on that, the trap and that stuff. I'll spend money buying that stuff. Otherwise, this whole thing is going to be made out of whatever stuff I got laying around. And the first thing I need to deal with is this hole. This is where the heat comes from the furnace all the way up in the basement, all the way up here to the second floor bathroom, and it dumps heat here. And before I build a vanity, what I want to do is have within the vanity, I want to have a toe kick register here. I'm going to use this thing, and what I need to do is direct it from this to this. That's not going to work. So what I came up with is the toe kick register box, and I made this out of whatever stuff I had laying around. Typically, to build something like this, I would use 2x4s, but ain't got none laying around just now, so what I'm using instead is I got this old countertop that I've been cutting up so I can throw it away, and pretty solid stuff. So I took some of the best pieces of it, nice Formica finish, and I left that on the inside where the heat's going to be going. And then I drilled some pilot holes in it here. I got it screwed together here. Pretty simple stuff. Anyway, drilled my pilot holes, and now we're going to put this thing on the floor. And I very carefully measured, and I have a line here where this goes like this. And locating, lots of measuring before doing this. And I made it just about the right size. I didn't want it to be too big or too small. And I got screws laying around here somewhere. And the driver. And I get that out of the way and look at my pencil line. That's what I want to see. And I made this just so, because it needs to screw into the floor here. There's one. What I like to do is mount these things in 4 corners. I'm going to come over to the other side right now, and it may not be perfectly square, but it's darn close, and it really doesn't matter. Where's my pencil line again? Right here? Okay. Next screw. We're going to get this thing done. There's 2. And it gets easier and easier as I get more screws in. Let me see, this one goes here. And I'm making these screws actually miss all this metal stuff and go directly into the wood. And that seems to be working out. One last corner to do over here. And then we got, and I really got no good way to put it here, so I'm going back here. And it's held in 4 points. Now I got to put some kind of a top on it. And again, a piece of old cheap paneling. And we're just going to drop this on here like this. And I got these, what are they? Linoleum nails. These things are brass, 5/8 inch. And I'm just going to dump a few out here. And I got my hammer. And I cut this thing just a little bit bigger than this thing that it's nailing to. But, boy, my fumbly fingers. Let me get one started here. Maybe I should have a pair of needle nose pliers to get this going. Well, anyway. Okay, we got to get one of these. Come on, I can do this. Alright. Not mash my fingers. There we go. Started. And that holds in. And I'm going to put these all the way around here. I think I'm going to get some needle nose pliers to hold them while I start to nail. And there's our toe kick register. And then the face will be a little bit smaller than that. And yeah, I've gone on long enough.